This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Wyoming Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Cowboys kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Got his man on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Dukes are rolling down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got it behind the line. It's Scott. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Keller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, picking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting.
Got a little room. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Haynes. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Dropping back, it's Overton. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum.
Makes the grab in their space. The 40. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Offense in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the red zone, it's Owens. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. RPO complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll set up to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Rodgers. Gives him the big stiff arm. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside. It's Haynes. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the pocket, it's Overton. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. And that one did not work.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, go.
The run inside. It's Haynes. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it in his belly. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Overton. The screen, he's got wheels. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20.
Here we go. Ready? Line 14.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Look out. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Looking to take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Harrison. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Dukes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. On the run, it's Hill. Fights off a defender. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's Oklahoma State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The give. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Scanning the field, it's Overton. He's going to let it go. He's got it at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Reels it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster outline. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. There's some daylight. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Dukes will hustle to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. The fake wants to throw. Flush to the left. Shoots it to the left. He's got it.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. Looking for the edge. Plows through the defense. There he goes. Touchdown, Dukes. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just smothered on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. That will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. The tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Selling the fake. Moves to his right. Touchdown, James Madison. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tells to run, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up first down. And the Cowboys peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quick give. It's Haynes. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking for a big play. He's got it down the field, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wyoming!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the catch, it's Scott. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Dukes want to move quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hands it off. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just feeds the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Harrison. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Turns up, it's Harrison. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rush right in his face. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. On play action. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package. You get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Overton. The screen. He can go. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Trying to get the corner. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. from the gun. It's Haynes. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2 minutes. Which coming up as well. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Buying time to his right. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation. And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score a point.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get the 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. the 41. Drops back. It's Overton. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab deep. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. Running inside, it's Haynes. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Overton. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Cowboys! They strike first here in overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to go. Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love that play by the defense. They're hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but Wade just